Hello, my dear crafters. I missed you. I didn't appear here for a long time, but I promise I will be back more now. And today I came with the tutorial of these lovely little animals. And if you use some other yarn and bigger crochet hook, they can be not so small. But I am using 4 plies, but I think it's quite thick, because today toy we will do with this yarn and it's quite thick. I think it's more like decay yarn. It's acrylic, and here we have recommendations: USA 4 and crochet hook 325, length 2 centimeters in 100 grams. Then if you use something similar, you will have the toy of more or less this size. And with this base, I will give you the base, and then you can create your own toy. You can do bear, you can do cat, you can do bunny, and today we will I will create probably some little dog. I'm thinking maybe I have another idea in the process. Then what we will do, we will need for this yarn, obviously. You see on your label recommendations, and always get a smaller hook. If then this hook is 325, they recommend. I am using 2.5 millimeters hook, size 10. This is a clover tulip. Some people say that they are smaller. I don't know, I have all numbers and I love these hooks. Then I will use this. Probably it looks a little bit small, but as I crocheted not very tight, for me it's better to take a smaller hook. And what else? You will need a little piece of contrasting yarn for marking rows, but you can use any other marker you used to. Little scissors and filling, like this material, what you call it? We call it hollow fiber, which we will stuff our toy with this. And that's it. Let's start. Okay, here we go. We will start making arms first. And for arms, we will do amigurumi ring. Not familiar, don't worry. Take a little tail, make a loop around your finger, take finger out, or you can just do this. Right side on the front, tail on back. Then you grab your hook, take a little loop from the ring, chain 1, and you're ready to go. Now inside of the ring, for hands we will do 5 single crochets. Then if you don't know how to do single crochets, we're going inside. I will do cross stitches. If you're not familiar, it has a little short video about difference of V and cross stitches in amigurumi toys. I will go for the crosses today. Then I will grab my yarn from top to create little crosses, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Traditionally we do 6 stitches. Something here I lost, yes. usually we start amigurumi works with 6 stitches, but as it will be very small detail, we will do 5. Then you get the little tail and pull till you close very well your first ring, and then you're ready to start. In the first row, here our first stitch, we'll insert hook in this stitch. It's always a bit tricky, the first one. You need to go under both loops, right? Tight. Okay, we're going 2 loops, and usually I put this tail inside as well when I'm working to give more stability and to secure the tail as well. Then I'm doing now 2 stitches, single crochets. First is a nightmare, guys. You are not alone with this. Then 1, and second in the same stitch, and hold the tail as well. 1, 2, and then in every stitch we will do 2 single crochets. This was 1 and 2, and this will increase double the quantity of our stitches. And then when I have increases, I'm counting always like and. Then it will be 3 and 4 and 5 and here we complete our first row. You can turn your tail, cut this little tail, and now I will put my marker. I used to put little piece of contrasting yarn, and this show me where my row starts. Now we will do 3 round single crochet in every stitch. Will be 10 stitches, and we will repeat it for 3 rows. Then you can count 10. Let me do with you. 9, 10. You see, we came to the end of the row, which we marked with a little yarn, and then I just put this tail in the front, and the next row I put it back, and like this I will mark my work. But this is a small part, and I'll show you what we do next. Now we repeat this row 2 more times. Right, here I am, and we've done 3 rows of 10 stitches, and now we will have, if we start counting from our rows on the right side of the marking thread, we should have 5 rounds. Oh, I'm always, sorry for rounds and rows when I say when I say rows, it means rounds as well. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We all right, and here I have my thread. I just pull it here, and as you see, you always can see where your rows starts. Now on this row, it will be 6th row, we will do 1 decrease in all round, and will be 1 decrease and 8 single crochets. decreases, we do invisible decreases. If you don't know this method, I'll show you. You see these 2 loops of each stitch. We need to make from 2 stitches 1. Then we take a first loop, like closer to you, just half, you see. If we did our stitches always by 2 loops, now we just insert hook in a first loop, you see, and then immediately in a second loop. We have 3 loops on a hook. Now you grab your yarn through 2 first hooks, 2 first stitches, and you have 2 loops on your hook. It is talking English, sorry guys. And then you yarn over and pull through 2, and now you decrease 1 stitch because we've done 1 stitch from 2, and then we do 8 stitches till end of the round. I am so sorry. And when we finish here, we will repeat the same thing. On the first 2 we will do decrease, and after decreasing 1 we do 7 stitches and come at the end of the row. It will be next one, and I'll see you there. Right, we finish our 7th row. Take your detail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we need to stuff this lower part of our arm. I just put the stuffing on this end. I do a little ball. Hold your yarn and just pull it down here. And this is enough. We don't need to stuff it more than this. And now I'll show you. We need now to do 3 rounds of 8 stitches, but as it's so small, I will take out the thread, this marking thread, and actually I am just count until 21, and last 3 stitches we will join our hand together. Then now we are making single crochet on each stitch for 21 stitch around, and I'll see you there. Right, here I am on the final, just last check. If stuffing is alright, you just need stuffing on this part, you don't need it here. And here we have 21 stitches around, and now 3 stitches, last stitches, we will join both parts of our little arm together. Then we will enter in a 1 stitch on one side and other stitch on other side, you see, and then we grab the yarn and complete single crochet, and do it 2 more times. We need to have 3 last stitches closing our arm. Okay. Last one, get it close, and here we are. Now you can cut it. You don't need a long tail because we will attach it in a process, and then you just pull yarn and your little hand is ready. Now do 1 more, and I'll see you when we start with the legs. Right, for legs we do amigurumi ring again, and we chain 1 and do 6 single crochets in amigurumi ring. 2, 3, 4, 6. Hold here and pull it tight. We don't want any holes. I will teach you later another method to close it really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Found the first stitch, and it's a little bit tricky again. Here we go. Tail inside, and now increase in every stitch, and we do 6 increases on the first round. Pull this tail. This was 1 increase, six increase. You know, amigurumi is the most complicated craft, because you need to count all the time, and you need to be very attentive. That's why, you know, no husband's clothes. Because it's terrible when somebody come and make you a question. You're like, I am counting. Go away from here. Right. Now put your little marker, or if you don't want, now we need to do from 3rd to 6th row, we just will do 12 stitches in every round. Then it will be 12 stitches for 4 rows. You can just count till 48 if you don't have the marker, but I like to count every row, because if I lose some stitch or something happen, I know that, you know, I don't need to unravel a lot. That's why I like to be alone, no music. And you know, book doesn't make trouble for me to count, but I can't count and do amigurumi with music. Then 12 for 4 rounds, and then you can close and cut your yarn. This is the first leg, because on second leg you will not cut your yarn, but I'll see you on the final and we'll talk about it. Here, I finished the leg. Just check from the beginning. You need to have on the right side of your marker, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will have 6 rounds on this leg. Then you can take marker now, and a nice leg, last stitch or first stitch of the row, you do the slip stitch. Pull through here and through this stitch, and you're done. Yeah, you can cut this, not very long. And what I like to do, just go here, pull it through and pull inside. Yep, here we go. Now make another one, the same, but please don't cut your yarn, because we will join both legs and we will work the body up together. Yeah, see you when I finish the second leg. Right, I finished my second leg. We finish. I took my marker, I get a second leg, and now we will join them. Then pull tight the last stitch, just chain 1, and now we will join to other side. You see where we finish? Just go on the next one here near our last stitch here, and single crochet. We join legs, but now we will do first round, and I'll show you what we will do to avoid holes. And here we have first stitch, we have 12 stitches on one leg, 11 and 12, last one. Oops. And now we need to make one stitch on this one, but you see it's quite a big distance here. Then what we will do, we will get here, take a yarn, and then we'll insert hook here on the back part of the loop. Oh, I'm losing. You see this chain here? You take this loop here, pull tight and make all three, and see, just check if you don't have holes. And here the same thing, you see, here we have our last stitch, but we need to go on this one. Then to avoid holes, just go somewhere here in the middle of the stitch and see next one. We're kind of making the decrease, but we're not. We're just avoiding the holes because we don't want toy have a holes between legs. And then it will be 1, and then we need to do 12 on the other side. Here we come in 11, 12, just count here, and here we have this stitch in the middle, but this one is quite big, then we don't need holes. Then 12 stitch, and then we need to make one here in the middle, this little loop. Oh, sorry, I'm getting out of camera because it's difficult to do and I want to show you everything, but I'm kind of, I don't know where to look. You see this is the chain which was in the middle, as we worked back side of it, it's quite tight, and then we close. Just check here between legs, looks all right for me. Now we put our marker and we will start body. This will be a back part of our little body, and now we will do increases, and we will do them with half double crochets to don't pull this part inside. You can do the normal single crochets, but I like to do them a little bit bigger than, you know, we have bum and little tummy. This is what I like to do. And then 8 round we will start with 2 increases with half double crochets. Then you lace your yarn over, and the next stitch we will do 2 half double crochets. Then we have 3, and then we pull yarn through all of them, and then we do the same in the same stitch and pull through, and then in the next stitch we do increase again with a double crochet, 1 and 2. If you don't want to do double crochets, you can do normal crochets. After this we will do 10 single crochets, and we're supposed to come in the middle of other side on the front. I will do 3 increases in 3 next stitches with a half double crochets. 1, it will be tummy part. It's all right, I think. If you see that something is not aligned, something is out of center, don't worry, you just move your first stitch on one or another side. Sometimes just start from another place, 10 stitches, and in the last one we do increase with a half double crochets, 1 and 2. You see, it's impossible to do so many things at the same time. Right, next we will do 9th and 10th around. We will do just single crochet in each of stitches, and we have 32 now. Then 2 rows, we're doing 32 stitches in rounds, and I'll see you there. We complete our 10th round, and this is how our work looks. I put a little bit of stuff in here. I just wanted to show you, if you look on this side, because we used half doubles, you see part of the tummy and the bum have a little rounds here. Look like a soggy soggy boobies, sorry. Then I never expected that it looks like this on the camera, sorry for that. And here is our back, and in this round we will do the tail, and I'll show you, I will not do, but I'll show you how to do the round tail for the bunny and bear. You just check to be in the middle. I think we do 1 single crochet, and in the next one we will do the tail. If you're too much on your right side, just move your marker. I've done 1, and the next one we do the tail. I'll show you now the round tail for the bear and the rabbit. I'll lace and go in, grab the yarn, and then look what I do. I do 1 and 2, and I leave them on my hook. Then I lace. It's like a double crochet, but a little bit longer double crochet. You put through 1 where I am, and 2, and this is 2, and in the same stitch you do 3. You see all of this on your hook, and at the same stitch you do 4s. If it's enough 3 for you, you can leave 3. I like challenges. And 1 and 2, and you have all the stitches on your hook, 5, and then you grab your yarn and pull through all of them. Pull tight, pull it here in front, and the next stitch, don't lose it, you just continue your single crochets, and your round tail is done. This you will do for bears and bunnies. For cats and dogs we will create another tail, and I don't remember how I made for the cat. For the dog tail I will work first loop, I'll do the single crochet, and I go with some chains, 1 2 3 4 5 5 6 7 is enough. and in my case I will just go back with a half double crochets. My brain is not here anymore. Half doubles, lace, go in and pull through all three. 2. You're welcome to invent your own tail, and you can do tail separately and then sew, but I hate sewing. We came here and then we just slip on the stitch and we continue single crochets till the end of the row. And I came here and just try to show you how I will do this. 1, just continue, 2, and 3, this way. And now we will do more 2 rounds of 32 stitches. Just count and I'll see you after 2 rounds. Right, we came to this point. I want you to check, turn here, found your last increases, the big ones, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to have 5 straight rounds here on this point. Now we will start our decreases, and in this round we will do 2 decreases on back and 2 decreases on the front. Then on this side we do 1 decrease, invisible one, and 1 single crochet, and a second decrease, like decrease, 1 decrease. After this we do 11 single crochets, 10, 11, and we supposed to come to our tummy, and then we do the same, decrease, pull tight when you do decreases and leave this stitch very tight, and then 1, and then other decrease, because you need to pull it on your right side, because we don't want any holes here, then it's need to be really tight, and then just 11 till the end of the round. I'll see you in the next round. Now we have 28 stitches here after our first decreases. You see how nice our little tummy and bum appear? I don't know, I just love tummies and bums, and all my toys I create this way. I always put some little tummy and little bum. Then on the next row we will do 7 decreases. We will do 2 single crochets, decrease, 2 single crochet, decrease, and we will repeat this little figure, 2 decrease, 2 decrease 7 times, and in the final we will have 21 stitch. And in the next round after this we just do single crochet in each stitch, 21 stitches, without increasing or decreasing. Yes, right. On this stage we need to start stuffing our toy, and I recommend you start on this part here with the legs and do it good and tight on legs first, because we don't want them folding, they need to be nice and strong. And after this you need to take little pieces of material and go in rounds, like on a bump first, and then you do it like around, not in the middle, and just little portions, and this will create nice shape, and then you can watch and touch and see where you need to add a stuffing material, you see, and you can create actually the shape you want with the stuffing as well, you see. Oh, this is a little pregnant dog. And you can help yourself with the, because I like to pull very tight in the legs. And after finishing with this stuffing, don't stuff it too much, because you will be in trouble to crochet with this thing. Just pull it down, and next row we do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease for 7 times, and after this we will put our little arms and our body will be done. Then this row, let me start with you. Oops, I am losing my stitch. Please don't run away. Here you are. And then for 7 times we repeat this. 1 stitch, don't pull this, hold it tight, and then decrease. Pull them really tight. You go in closing your body, 1 and decrease. 7 times, and I'll see you on the next row when we will put the arms together. Right, on this row we will attach our little hands. I've told you already about my love to sewing. I hate sewing, and I like to do everything in a process, you know. Today I was even attaching eyes with a crochet hook on a smile. Yeah, maybe later I'll show you my lovely techniques. Then this row we do 3 single crochet, and now we take our little hands and we need to look at them to put them the way that they go, like to the body and not out. Look, this one will definitely be on this side and this one can go on this side, right? Then leave this in, just give it a little shape, and now we will do our single crochets together with the arms. Then we will do 3, take this last one and go in the next stitch, pull through. Sometimes I just change the position of my hands. Oh, sorry, I will. You see, when it's very responsible moment, I just get out of the focus. Very good of me. And then we go in the next second, just pull it up to see the next stitch you go in, and then do it all tight. I know it doesn't look very clear, but believe me. And the next last one, basically 3 stitches we will do together with a hand. Oops. Pull tight. Yeah, we're done. Just check if it's aligned with the leg, if it looks okay, if you don't need to change directions or something. And then now this can go inside, and after this we do decrease next stitches. Sorry, I'm back. Let me get in focus. Yes, here we do in decrease 1, decrease, and then we do 3 stitches with another arm. Right, hold it tight, everything nice on the place. This can go inside. Take a look, add some stuffing. Hold your lines when you stuff your toys. And continue stuffing. You see, need to put more here. And congratulations, our body is done, and I'm done as well for today, because I think it's too late at the moment. And I will be back tomorrow with you, and we continue with the hat, because today I don't have energy for this anymore. But look, I just love them, little things. I want to make it with a plush chenille yarn. It will be bigger and fluffy. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, dear crafters, and today we continue our little toy. And yesterday we finished on the last row with our hands. We touched hands, and now we stuff a little bit more. You can hear all what's happening on my row, on my street, because my window is always open, and you can hear a lot of seagulls as well, because I live not far from sea, and now they have a baby season. They are teaching their babies to fly, and yes, amazing noise all the time, and especially in the morning. Sometimes they do noises like a baby's crying or something very similar. Yes, and check these parts here near legs. Yeah, stuff it well. And a little bit of theory. Now the head we will do by the rule of ordinary amigurumi round. Then now we have 12 stitches, and we will work in rounds and spiral, and every round we will do 6 increases. Then basically in the first round we do 1 single crochet and 1 increase, which is 2 single crochet in 1 previous stitch. On the second round we do 2 crochets, 2 single crochet, 1 increase, and we will work like this. In every round we will add 1 stitch between increases in each of 6 sections, and we will do this till we have 5 stitches increase, 5 stitches increase. If you don't like me when round go with kind of sectors, you just can move your increases in different places. For example, if you start with increase, like increase 1, increase 2, and then increase 2, and then when you have 3 or 4 stitches, you can just change the position of your increases. But for them, don't be on top of each other. This is how you do ideal round, but maybe I'll tell you about this in the next video. But instead, like doing it again increase 3, you do like 1 stitch or 2, and then you do increase, and then you continue 3, increase, 3, increase. And if you do it 2 in the beginning of a round, you just have 1 on the end, and then you just kind of changing the position of increase. I don't know I don't know if I'm explaining very complicated way for you, but I don't think I will do every round with you now, but I will start my increases and we will work as I explained you previously, and I'll see you when we complete all rounds with increases and come to the straight round. All right, and that on that point we will have 42 stitches around our head. Right, I'll see you there. Right, here we are. I always say right here we are, probably, and you know, just forgive me, and let's finish our little toy. I just, you know, I just love this little Tommy. Look at this profile. You know what? I just love things which make me smile, and that's how our work looks now. We've done this around here, and let's check. From hands we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds here, and I like to count it always on the right side of my I just forgot a very simple word, and I can't remain and I can't get it in my brain, and sometimes it's come in other languages, but marker, my marker thread. Okay, what I do here, for us to don't count a lot, I just start my marker, because now we will crochet 6 rounds straight. I promise, people asking me for some printed tutorials, and I know I particularly like to work with the printed tutorials, but you know, I need to write it in English, and this is a big work for me, and that as I'm a perfectionist, I want it to be the way that any person, anybody from beginners to advanced crocheters, be able to make nice and beautiful toy, and they be happy and not frustrated. Then this is in my plans. I will start making tutorials, and I will need some people to taste it. Oh, can you hear seagulls? Seagulls, I agree. Then yes, and probably I will ask you all guys if somebody wants to test my new tutorials for toys and knitting projects, then just leave a comment under this video, and I will see how we can connect. I'll see you when we're done with 6 rounds. Right, we finished our 6 rows. Look here, you see your marker, and then you start counting on the right side on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and from this round we will start doing decreases. You see, they are crazy, these seagulls. Terrible. You know, if I close the window, it will be very hot, then bear with them. And now we will start doing decreases, and we will do them the same way when we did increases. We will do invisible decrease, pull it tight, and then 5 single crochets, and then we repeat this for 6 times, and we will come to the end of the row of the round, and then we'll do 4 stitches between increases, and you can move your increases if you want. If you don't, if you're a beginner, and if it's easier for you, you can just do always the same way: decrease 5, decrease 4, decrease 3, decrease 2, or 5 decrease. It doesn't really matter. Just count every round, because we need to count when we do amigurumi. And then don't finish yet. I will do a couple of rounds and I will come back to you and see how I do stuffing on the neck and how we attach eyes. If we do safe eyes, you can use any type of eyes. I have kind of buttons, I have little bits, and I have the safe eyes. On these small ones I will do probably safe ones. Then let's do a couple of rounds and I will come back to you when we attach the eyes. Okay, here we are. I've done a couple of rounds here and I think I stopped on a 3 decrease, and now I want to attach my eyes. I have this safe eyes. It has a little detail and then little what do you call it, guys, and you just enter and then clap it from behind and it stays secure. But I had a genius idea to create some kind of stain on the eye, on one eye, and I will do the ears of the same color. If I had it before, I probably would make a tail of this color as well. Then I will attach this eye and then I'll show you how I attach this little detail as well, because I hate sewing, as you know. And what I usually do, I take my doll, I have these little pins. As I do not a first one, I know that it will be, you see our last increase, you found some increase here, our last one, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and you attach your eyes between 4th and 5th round, and I have between my eyes 4 stitches. You can have other distance, you can go closer, but I just like this kind of. And then what I will do, I'll take my pin, because pins you need to see if it's all on a place, because even when you decide to attach your eyes after you finish your doll, you use your pins to attach everything. I use pins for eyes, then I will pin ears, and you look, because many times you attach things, and especially these eyes, you can't take them out without destroying, and if they are not aligned and not right, it will be very upsetting, right? Especially on this small toy like this. Then let's take the pin out, and in this hole we put the eye, and it will be difficult on this side because it's too thick, it's two ones, and I'll show you what I do sometimes in these cases, because I have my own technique for everything. Then you take the pin, if it's too small, if you do it tight, you just open it with your hook, see everything again, if it's all right, and then you turn, you take this little thing and you go. I go till 1 click usually, but you can go 2 clicks, and I'll show you. I'll show you if this is the case. Sometimes when it's very, very thick, I just turn it opposite way like this and do till the end, till 2 clicks. But I will try to do right way first, and if I'm not able to do this, it's going very difficult because it's thick. But let me see. But to be honest, when I do things for babies, I just like to use needle and thread, because this is anyway more secure way. Then now this thing, I'll show you what I do with this. I'll take smaller hook. I'm taking 2mm hook, it's a little bit smaller, and I pull this thread all the way. I cut it long and I put it inside all the way, and now I just will attach it with my hook. You hold here your thread and you go inside of the stitches, because then it will create nice line. You go in here, you secure. Let me show you. You just put your yarn like this and go up. Hey, come on. What's going on here? It's never working well on a camera. And then you can pin your detail as well. I don't need it because I'm very experienced. And then you just go around and you can attach like this any eyes, and then you don't need to use your needle, and it's very secure and looks nice, you see. And when I finish this in a round, I will show you how to stuff part of the neck, because I have some nice life hack. I have a lovely life hack for you to stuff the neck of your toys, for them to be nice and lovely. Yeah, let me finish with this now. I wanted to show you one more thing here. When you finish here, you see my last stitch, I pull all thread here and then I go, you see, this is the problem of perfectionist. I like everything being nice. Then you go under 2 loops here, pull your yarn all the way through, and then get back to this stitch where you get from, and pull everything on your back side. You know, it's better to use the needle here. Let me just show you. This is my huge needle, and then you can see better. Then you go, you see, and then you come back, and you have seamless, perfect seam. And then look how perfect it looks on the wrong side. And then here you just fix it, 1, 2, hold, pull, yeah, your knot is done. And then just give a couple of stitches around here of this, and then one opposite way to go down here inside of head, because you know the most unpleasant part for me when I finish the toy is to go and sew all the stuff. I probably should go opposite way on this eye, because I don't like how it's going inside, because after we will put quite a big nose here as well. Anyway, we will see how it will go, because I want a big oval nose for him. And now my life hack. You see this hole here for where your where neck connect with the head. In the small toys it's not usually the problem, but in a big toys, because in amigurumi toys head bigger sometimes than body, and then the problem that head is falling, and I found my own way to avoid it, because I was trying to put something in, but what I do, I leave this, I take my stuffing and I do like a little sausage like this. And what I do, I put my sausage like this, half of sausage in the body, half of sausage in the head, and then look, I'll pull it like this with my fingers, and I have half sausage inside of the body and half sausage, and then I have still enough space here on the, and then I create another sausage and I pull it through the neck, half half, and basically you create a stability for your head, and then you try to feel all this part of the neck as tight as you can. In a small one it's not a problem. And then another thing, when you make amigurumis, bigger ones with the big heads, try to don't make this neck very small, for toy to have a base, and then head will not fall down or back or whatever. And then this is my little life hack for you for stability of the head of your toy. You see what I'm doing? And now you just see if it's strong. I will put a little bit more. You see, half in the body, half, like basically you stuff them all on the neck, and then you leave this part in the front, and then you start stuffing head, putting materials on sides, yeah. And when you finish, you check one more time if your head is not bouncing. But with this method, I promise you it will not. Don't stuff it too much, because we still have some rounds to do. And as I say, you can leave this stage for now. I mean eyes, if you have other type of eyes, you can always finish them later. Then I will finish the head. I will go now decrease 2, decrease 1, and then we have 6 decreases, and I'll come to you to show you again how I close this hole. Yep. Right, I came here to the last round, and I just wanted to show you. You need to stuff this head really well, and you go like on sides like this, especially this last bit here. It needs to be really all rounded and well stuffed. And when you stuff all your head, you put like little portions of material always on your sides, creating nice round shape. Because if you just put one big piece, it will stuck in the middle somewhere, and you know you will not be able to change anything later. And then feel it very well. And sometimes even after the last, because you see here I'm just going very close to the hole before my last round where I will do 6 decreases, and even after this last round I sometimes add a little bit of stuffing material. Then what I do usually, I just hold the head and I take my hook this way because I can do it as a pen, and here we go. Last 6 decreases, pull it really tight. You see, both stitches really tight. One, always hold your yarn and make really small stitches to, you see, to don't create holes. Pull it tight. I don't know how many we've done. 3 probably, or 2, I don't know. 4. This is very, you know, tricky one, because last one is usually the toughest one, but you know, we're finishing. Be patient and be happy. We're almost done. Do I have 6 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, one more. One more. And then the last one, you just pull through all of them, and you need to leave really long tail here, because with this tail we will create curves of the face later. Then, you know, I don't know, 1 meter. It's better more than less. And then pull it all through. In this stage, if you need to add a little bit more stuffing, I'll show you my way to do this. I have this wooden thing which you use for nails. I just cut this this point here, because when I was doing this size toys, you can't imagine how difficult to stuff them. I'll show you one day my amigurumi, which I've made with a crochet hook of 1 millimeter, and the toy was like 5 centimeters. But I take this part, and you see I still have little hole here, and I can add a last bit of stuff in here to have a really perfect round shape, because many times when we complete last 6 decreases, it still has some space. Then just put this in from to all sides from this little hole, you see. And now I'm satisfied. Yeah, pull it all in. Take a big needle, yarn in, and here, let's see, you see our last stitch here, and then we go 1, pull all through. Don't need to tie it now because you need to see the stitches. 2, you're supposed to have 6 stitches now. 2, then now you just hold like this with a finger and pull your thread really well. Try to don't break it. And take a look and go in and add somewhere close here. Take a look. I think it looks perfect. And now enter in the same, actually you should do it in the beginning, and go through the whole head and get out here somewhere between head and neck in the middle. I'm not doing now, just leave it for now, and later I will show you how we will do the curves. We will push this little face like this and it will look very nice. Now I will go and invent some ears, because okay, this is the ear I just created. I just wanted this shape of ear. It's so cute. And what I can say, if I would do it second time, I would create these ears and I would put them inside here somewhere on this row. Then it will be 5, 6. Yes, when I start first row of decreases, or second, anywhere here, I would just put them in as I did with the arms, but now I will need to use my needle and sew. We will start here. Ha 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 ha. You know, seagulls sometimes make very strange noises. Right, we start with a 6 single crochets in amigurumi rim. First row, you see this little one is not that we need, but we need a next one. Here we go. Put the tail in. 6 increases, nothing new. 6 and here we go. Just cut this because this little tail is always annoying me. Right, this was our second row, and the third row and round row we'll do 1 increase and 5 single crochets, 5, and repeat this one more time, then increase 5 twice, 5. Here we are, put it on the right side. And now we will work in round 3 rounds of 14 stitches here, and I'll see you when we complete 3 rounds with 40 stitches. Okay, here we are, 3 rounds of 14 stitches, and we need to have 6 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On this round we will do that same decrease plus 5 twice, decrease 5, and next round we will just make 12 single crochets without any changes, and I will come back after that to you. Right, we've done 1 with decreases, and now we have 12 done the row of 12, and on this round, round, not rows, and this round we do 1 decrease, and we repeat this for 4 times. Then it was 1 decrease, 4 decrease, and now on this I just take this out because it's becoming very small. And now we need to make 2 rows of 8 stitches. I just go and count till 16. We finish our 16 stitches and the little ears ready. You know what, you can create any, other ears, because I was thinking that some smaller ear, like you can stop here if you like it smaller, it will be cute as well, but I wanted it a little bit longer and probably do something like this. I'll see it later, but now, be creative. You don't need to follow the pattern exactly like I do, because Sometimes I'm not doing two similar toys because I like to create different things. Then here we go, next one, we fold it and go for 2 together, single crochet, 1, 2 and 3. And as I told, now you just leave a tail to sew it, but if you will do second one, or if you probably was intelligent enough to see this video first and then start, I would recommend you make the ears before, if you're doing the dog, and then just put them during your work. And what I will do, I will make some nose. This how little Toby, I don't know, I just need to give him a name, looks now. And we just need a couple more things to finish. And now I just want to make a nose. I took 2mm hook. I have my black acrylic yarn, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. Let me see what I'm doing here. You see, you can see nothing. Black yarn is terrible to work with. 2, 3, 4. And then I skip 1 and I go on the second from my hook. I do 2. I will do normal way now, easy way for me. 2 single crochets, and then on the last one I do 3 single crochets in the last stitch. You do, oh god, come on, this black is just terrible. Don't make any point to make your video when I'm working is with a black yarn. I don't see any point, because even I'm struggling to see what I'm doing. Then we do 3 single crochets in the last point, and then we do 1 on other side. We turn, we have other side now. On other side of the chain we do 1 and 1 increase, 1 and 2. And here was our first round, and then we do increase 1 for 3 times, I think 3 or 4, 3 times, like seeing my nose. I think it's 4 times. Increase, just go around your nose, increase. But I'm saying, if you don't want, you don't need to do this. 1, yes, 4 times, increase 1, and I think here we're done. And let me just see if this size is enough. Ta-da! I think this size is perfect. And now I will slip stitch in the last one, slip, and then leave some tail to sew, pull it through. This tail we can cut. Now you get your needle and sew nose, and in the final just put a little bit of hollow fiber inside, yeah, stuffing material. All right, and I'll see you when I finish my nose. Not mine, doggy's nose. Right, I attach the nose. I put a tiny bit of material just to create a little bit of volume. And don't cut this black yarn because we will need it to finish our characters. Now you get this long tail which we left, and now magic will start happening. I have this long proper needle. You get the longer needle you have if you don't have a special one. I think for this small toy you can use an ordinary normal needle because you don't need so long. When it's bigger toys we always need bigger needles. And now we will create curves on a face. Then what we will do, we will inside get the material, the stuffing material, we enter here, not in the same hole, we get somewhere in near, but as it's the same color it will be all right, and we go near left corner of the left eye and take the stuffing material as well, and this will be, try to get closer, as close as you can. Too long needle, sometimes I just like to get a smaller one. Right, here we go. Pull all yarn through, pull a little bit, creating a little cheek, and now you go here under the eye and go back in the hole down here under the where we came from. Right, here we go. I know, not very nice, but believe me, this work is worth it. And yes, sometimes for the smaller toys I like a smaller needle because this one is creating me some troubles. Right, one eye is done. You know what, I will get a smaller needle, too small maybe. Then I do the same on the other side. I go in and get out near the eye. So difficult under the camera, trying to showing you everything, and get out as close on the corner of the eye as you can. And because of the things I used for this probably will appear, this little yarn, but and then you pull this again here, because I think I should make a little knot here first, and we will do it now. And we go back all these yarns here. My table is moving, and now you try to pull both eyes inside. Yeah, you see how it's creating the shape. Make a little knot here under, just get some yarn, put twice, pull through, and we will repeat this again. Right, I done it on eyes second time, and I decided to make one little stitch on top of the nose. Then let's go look here, because actually you decide how you create the. I just want to go on top of the nose. I need to get out of the black, and you see I just get 2 stitches on top of the nose, and get back more or less near the little mouse which we will create. That's why, you know, we need a quite long tail, and then you see we put our nose a little bit on top, and now we can create little knot here, pull it through, 1, 2, hold, last time, I think my eyes should be bigger but now it's very late, and now we just make it shorter. Maybe 1 meter was too much, and now you just go in the same hole and just hide your line inside, go in different directions. You get out, you put the same hole, you just need to put your yarn inside the way that it's secure there and nothing happened. Just make it several times in different directions. Oh, and then go in the same hole. You see, it shouldn't be up here. It's all need to be inside on your stuffing material there. Yeah, and then you just cut it and hide inside. Yes, and now last thing, our black yarn, we just create little smile. I think about something like this, just on side. Then let's go inside, took this somewhere close to the nose, and then just look. I think, yes, here somehow like this, or maybe even, let me go more here. Yes, I like this way, and then I go inside and I will go on this point, because maybe I have enough yarn to create a little eyebrows. Yes, here's a little, and then eyebrow, or maybe it doesn't need eyebrows, or maybe just a little bit higher. You know, you can just experiment with things. And maybe we will go higher here. You know, you never do it from first time. You just go ahead, and I will do another stitch on the mouse to appear better. just go on the same, and I will take the black yarn somewhere in the nose. And here I will have a little knot the same way, and two, pull through. This hollow fiber is getting out everywhere. Now just do the same thing, go one direction on the same hole, other direction, and just wave it inside of the little nose, and then ta-da! Moment of truth. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. Our little dog is ready. Congratulations. And just one more little thing, one more little life hack. Give me a minute, I need to take something. Right, last life hack. You just can use this life hack if you use the acrylic yarn. You will need a piece of Velcro. I have a little one, but you know, it will work the same way. Sometimes some people were saying me that they use that brushes for animal, small animal brushes. I use Velcro. I have somewhere a bigger one, but now I just found this small one. And then what you do, you just pull this way, and look how it's becoming nice and fluffy. And you do this all around your toy. Hold. And look which differences make. I don't know if you can see on video. Just little touch, and you make, it's like, you know, it looks like a little bit of more hair. And you just can do it with a simple Velcro. Isn't it amazing? And toy become even more nice and fluffier. That's it. Continue for all toy. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. And another thing, I have a Instagram account with the same name, and it's have shamefully few subscribers. If you can make me a favor and support my work and go and subscribe to my Instagram, Vitacraft, I will be very, very happy, and I will be very motivated to make more videos for you. Alright, bye bye. See you next time.